Hi, all. Kinsey Schofield here with our friend Scott Rouse, a leading expert in behavior and body language. Scott serves as a trusted advisor for law enforcement, the military, top tier CEOs. He can't even tell us because he'd have to kill us. Yeah.
Now, when you're dealing with a narcissist, a lot of things are about themselves, and they'll say I a lot. How many times do you think in 56 minutes she said the word I?
Oh my gosh. Did you count?
Oh, yeah. I got
How
all of them.
many?
99.
Oh my
So that's more than one a minute. That's almost 2 a minute.
God. That is
That's a lot.
hilarious.
That's a
That's my
lot.
favorite note so far.
Yeah, and the biggest gap between her saying I and the whole thing was 3 minutes, I think. That was a long because somebody else was talking or
Yeah.
something was happening during that. Let's see. You know how many outfit changes she had?
How
Which
many?
doesn't really matter, but I thought I'd count them anyway. 12.
12 in 56 minutes is a lot.
That's a whole lot. There's a whole lot.
Yeah.
But of course, they, shot it in sections and had different guests coming in. And they had to shoot it not just in a week. They had to have different people come in for different times. And apparently, it took all day long because her second guest. Let's talk about her first guest, which was I can't remember the guy's name, but he was full of platitudes too. And when
This is
she
the
said
restaurant guy who she's friends also with his wife, correct? They make the
yes,
crackers. Yeah.
yeah, his wife, he's married
Yeah. Wait. So wait, continue with what you're going to say because one of the
to a woman.
one of the reviews said either there's sexual tension here or Netflix is holding a gun to his head, but there's a weird energy here. Do you have a reaction to that or is that the direction you are going?
I don't know this guy. I never met him, never heard of him
Yeah.
before in my life. But the way he's acting is similar to the way she's acting. And if you
Mm.
listen to what he's saying the same, he uses the same vernacular as she does, same type of words, same words she uses when she talks. And they're both using platitudes. That's those things that come out that really don't mean much, but they sound like you're pontificating on this wonderful stuff, and it sounds like you lied on them and say something wonderful, whereas you've thought of it beforehand. It's just these things about life and being seen and all, and that's fine. But you don't, every other word out of your mouth can't be that. So as they're talking, he's blurts out a platitude. She says, "See, that's why I like him. That was what was odd to me." And then I said,
Well,
"Oh,
was
they're
that
they're the
odd to
same
you?
person."
Or as an entertainment expert or entertainment rookie, do you see that as a calculated casting decision by Meghan and her team to find somebody that would meet her at that level and entertain a grown ass man making arts and crafts with his wife's friend?
I think what they did was this, because this would make the most sense logically when you're trying to put together something like that. Same thing when you're going back to the music business, making albums. If you had to have different artists on your album, like for example, we'd have the Beach Boys and we'd have all kinds of different artists on an album. And they all wouldn't all come in at once. They all wouldn't come in that week. You have to do one here, do one there, do one there. So I think they found out who they're going to get. They shot all these things and then put them in a specific order because there's no timeline. They never say, oh, so and so was here. I don't think she says, oh, you just missed so and so. She was here, or he was here, or whatever that is. So I think what they did was get somebody who was really like her. So if there are people that like Megan out there, those four people, they'll watch that and go, oh, well, they're very similar. So that's why I think those went together. They went together really well at the beginning there because they get further and further away from her personality type as it goes. If you
Mm.
if you were to get into it, because I pay attention to that kind of thing too. What's going on, not just with the person we're looking at, but with the other person as well. How are they reacting to that person? Are they reacting more to this person, or is this person more reacting to them? Who's driving that situation? And we see that change as we go through this. So in that first one, they're sort of fighting for the person to drive. He's saying all this stuff. He's married to a woman,
Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting.
not saying anything.
Yeah, I know. I know you're not saying anything. I know. I know you're well, I did what I thought was interesting about this whole exercise was that, and we saw this in season two specifically, yeah, in season two specifically, I think it was a weak season for them because the whole thing is branded around her spending time with her friends. And then almost everyone that walked through the door in season two was like, nice to meet you. I mean, at least in season three, it does seem like she admired this guest. She
Mhm.
says that she really enjoyed and appreciated the book he wrote about hosting
Mhm.
and, entertaining. And then the very last guest, she seems to really have an admiration for. She says he changed the way she felt and thought about cooking. So I did think that that was a better um, strategy than having these random people walk in and go, and everybody's like, "Nice to meet you."
Yeah.
We're all playing house and we're all pretending like these are Meghan's friends and we're all having fun in the kitchen. Um, so yeah, the second guy, it's weird to me too that she makes the products before they get there in
Yeah.
some cases. Like for him, she's making the product and then he gets there and then we're just watching them eat it.
That's odd. That's odd. But let's go back to that part about the personality types that we're dealing with. The first one, the last one that you were talking about. On
Yeah.
the first one, I think they're friends. I think they do hang out
Yeah, yeah.
because there's nothing there that showed distance. They weren't didn't have a problem getting close to each
And
other.
his wife was also on the show. Did you get catch
Oh,
that?
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So I think they know each other. Now the last guy, he was an alpha. That guy showed up. He got right to it. He didn't. And I like that guy the most, I think. He didn't
Yes.
give a hoot about anything else going on there about except for doing that cooking. When that started, man, he was all about it. Even when Harry comes in, look at his face.
Yeah.
Watch that a couple of times. See, he doesn't care about that guy.
No.
He looks at him for a second, hey, what's up, man? And then goes back to what he's doing.
He goes back to the gumbo. He's going back to the gumbo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in there doing his thing. He likes what he's doing
Yeah.
completely. And so he's alpha the squat out of her. She's
Mm.
in there, oh look, I'm a chef and all. She's doing her chefing, the chefing things or whatever you call it. And he actually is one. And so he alphas her. She's not a real chef, so he's alphaing.
Wait. Well, I
Oh,
have a question for you about that. This is in my notes. Chef Tom is a confident and clear authority in the kitchen, to your point.
yeah.
Meghan kind of throws away her instructions in the way she mutters them. It comes off as too cool. Is that insecurity? So you'll notice, like, he's like, this is why we're doing the cod this way. This is why we're doing. And then when Meghan's making the gumbo, she's like, put in the sausage, put in the fat. She kind of like throws away. There's not a punctuation at the end of the sentence. And I thought like it comes off as like, I'm too cool. I just do this all the time. I make this gumbo all the time. So it's like, like, I guess I'll give you this little bit of advice. I mean, first of all, ingredients should be on the screen. We should know how much of what should be going in where and when, how long something needs to be in the oven. This is clearly not a freaking cooking show because we get none of that intel. If you want to make Meghan's mom's gumbo, good luck.
Yeah.
But did you notice the throwaway lines when it's Meghan's turn in the kitchen and he transitions into watching her and she's kind of like, then we throw that in the pan, then a little bit of this.
Yeah, well, what we're seeing it's the juxtaposition of her being the authority and then being the one who's supposed to be learning. That guy's she's like a real life chef. It's not like some guy who cooks a lot and likes it and all that.
Yeah.
He's a pro. That's what he does. Writes books about it, right? Then you have her who's we know and she knows she's pretending that. So she has no authority in that. If you were to question anything in there about the specifics of a lot of that stuff, she wouldn't be able to answer and give what she would believe, even she would believe to be a valid answer. So she has no authority. This guy's already alphaed her. So that's what you're seeing there, somebody being alphaed. I don't think you'll ever see him on that show again because he's so likable.
Mm,
I thought the guy was, I think whoever watches it, they're going to like him too.
yeah.
But I think he needs his own show. He may have a show. I don't know.
He does. He's been like he's been a host on one of those cooking shows for like 20 seasons.
Oh, okay.
Agree with us, disagree with us, let us know in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield. He's Scott Rouse, and we can't wait to see you again in the new year.